Just to give you a context. So Diti gave birth to two very, very great personalities, great demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. When these two personalities took birth, in fact, before taking birth itself, when Diti understood from Kashyapa Muni that these two personalities are going to be great demons and they'll create a lot of havoc in the entire creation, Diti held both of them 100 years in the womb. And she was thinking that, no, this is not good. It is not good to give birth to such kids. But at that time, Kashyapa Muni, he said, don't worry. They will be killed by Supreme Lord himself. And the best part is, in the same lineage of Hiranyakashipu, there will be a pure devotee of the Lord and his name is Prahlad. So don't worry. And Diti agreed and she gave birth. And these two personalities, as soon as they took birth, they grew themselves to a very, very great height, huge bodies. And their activities were also very, very dangerous activities. And therefore Lord appeared and he killed both of them. After all, Lord, just to protect all the devatas, he comes and he kills the demons. Indrari vyakulam lokam ridayanti juge juge. This is the Sloka. Why Lord comes again and again? To kill Indra Ari. Indra we know, and Ari is enemy. So Indra's enemies. So now, anyways, Kashyapa Muni had already told that your two sons will be killed by the Lord. Therefore, Diti agreed, she gave birth. Now what happened is, when the two sons are killed, that logic doesn't work for mothers. It's only love and emotion that manifests. Yes. Logic doesn't work. How much ever Shastra you tell, how much ever logic you give, after some time again she'll come back to the same point. But my kids. And same happened with Diti. When the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Now at this point of time, Diti, now she cannot tell anything to the Lord. Why you killed my sons? But then she started, see, in this world it's all blame game. You have to blame someone. If you don't get anyone in this world, you start blaming the Lord. That's how it is. But Diti found a person whom she can blame. And she said, because of this Indra only Lord came. And because of him, my two sons are killed. Therefore, I should do something to kill Indra. And then she was thinking, what should I do? And then she finalized one plan. She freezed one plan. She said, my husband is very, very powerful. Kashyapa, very powerful. I'll go to him, I'll serve him nicely, and when he is pleased, he'll surely ask me, my dear wife, what do you want? And then I'll ask him the right thing. So in this way, Diti, with this plan, she went. She served the husband very nicely. And here, in Sloka number 35 and 36, when Diti went to Kashyapa Muni and she started serving Kashyapa Muni very nicely, Kashyapa was very pleased. And he started glorifying Diti, oh beautiful one. And he went on glorifying. And he said that you have been worshipping me, your husband, like a devotee worships the Lord. And we hear this in general in India also. Pati Dev. So Patni should worship Pati as Dev, as Supreme Lord. First, let's try to understand this funda, then we'll proceed with the pastime. See, when we say many places, many things are told in Shastra and also in day-to-day talks also we will see. Sometimes parents are called as God. माता पिता भगवान के समान है. वो जो कहते हैं उनका पालन करना चाहिए. People say. And sometimes when people look at us brahmacharis, they say that माता पिता को छोड़ दिए. ये क्या है? अरे माता पिता की सेवा ही भगवान की सेवा है. उनको छोड़कर अब भगवान की सेवा करोगे, उस सेवा को कोई फल नहीं मिलेगा आपको. I wonder, I keep giving Bhagavatam class. On the street, I get a Bhagavatam class. So many times people say this. Other times, we have heard from the Vedic scriptures that every female who is married should treat her husband as God. Serve the husband as Deva, Pati Deva. And obviously, various other places we have heard about Guru. Even Guru is supposed to be treated as God. So now the question comes, so all these personalities are God. So all of them should be on the altar. And some people who don't understand the Siddhanta, unfortunately what they do is, literally they remove the Lord and put the photo of so and so person on the altar. So many places, so many ashrams, they do this. Firstly, talking about Mata Pita and Pati. When can they be treated as God, or when can they be given the position of God? Say some parents are telling their kids, their children, don't go to this Hare Krishna temples. Don't practice this chanting of Hare Krishna. Do all that later. Anyways, that's not needed. Enjoy first. Later we will see about bhakti. Can such parents be called as God? Yes. No. What about Pati? In this world, many times it is seen the females are naturally inclined towards practice bhakti. Naturally. And men, they take some time to come to bhakti. Now when a Mataji is a devotee and husband is not, and husband is saying you should stop practicing bhakti. I am Pati Dev. Worship me, serve me. By the way, I have met some Matajis who have told me this. My husband is saying, Bhagwan ghar pe baithe hai, mandir mein kahan ja rahi hai tu? So many times, we hear all this. And literally, when people don't understand the funda, they don't understand the siddhanta behind this, they'll take it literally. नहीं मेरे पति देव ने कहा है कि भगवान कृष्ण की आराधना छोड़ दो. Therefore, I am giving up. So this funda has to be understood very clearly. When are these personalities considered to be Bhagavan? A very, very simple thing to note. See, Lord has given us instructions. And all these instructions help the Jivatmas to get closer to Him, to go back home, back to Godhead. So any personality who repeats these instructions to help the Jivatmas to go back home, back to Godhead, such a person in that particular situation can be considered Bhagavan, can be considered as God. If that person speaks against the instructions of the Lord, that person cannot be considered as God. Therefore, a person shouldn't feel guilty. Oh, my parents are telling me something and I'm not doing that. If they're speaking against the devotional service and the instructions of devotional service, that has to be rejected. At that particular point of time, they are not acting as representatives of God. Maybe they're acting as representative of Hiranyakashipu. You never know. Same with the husband also, Pati. If the husband is repeating the instruction of Krishna and helping the wife to get closer to Krishna, such a husband in that particular situation can be considered that okay, he's equivalent to God because he's repeating the instruction of God. But if he is speaking against the instruction of God, those instructions should be rejected. So in this way we understand when the instructions are repeated, then that person becomes a representative of God, and representative of God is equivalent to God, or he is now in a position to receive the respect equivalent to God. Srila Prabhupada is very staunch on this point. Jivatma is not God. Jivatma cannot become God. In the initial days of Iskcon, Srila Prabhupada would speak this. And first time Srila Prabhupada gave initiation. So it was the initiation class. And Prabhupada said that Guru should be worshipped as God. And all those students who were there, they all got bewildered. What is this Swamiji saying? And they were all confused. And after that class and after the initiation, they went to Prabhupada's room and they asked, Prabhupada, you have been saying that Jivatma cannot become God. And now you are saying Guru should be worshipped as God? What is this all about? And then Prabhupada gave a class at that time about guru-tattva. That when can Guru be worshipped as God? See, we have been singing this every day. Sakshat haritvena samasta shastre. uktastadhaba vyata eva sadbhi kintu prabhorya priya eva tasya vande guru Sri Charanarvindam. So here is one place where we say Sakshad Hari. But it's not Sakshad Hari, it's Sakshad Haritvena. Like Hari, it's not, it's like Hari. Sakshad Haritvena Samasta Shastra. Who is saying this? All Shastras are saying. All Shastras are saying that Guru is like God. He should be given respect as that of God. Where is it given? In Shveshad, in which Upanishad that is? Shvetashvatara Upanishad. There we have this famous shloka. Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite kathita hi artha prakashante mahatmanah. Here it is said, if a person, a jivatma, he is worshipping God and he is worshipping the Guru in similar way, such a person will be bestowed with all the imports of Vedic scriptures. It will be revealed within all the imports of Vedic scriptures. And then the shloka that every day we chant, Sakshad Haritvena, first line is there. Yes, Guru is like Hari. But then the next line is more important. Why is he like Hari? Why he should be given respect like Hari? Because Kintu Prabhorya Priya eva tasya, because he is very, very dear to Krishna. Now, a person who is very dear to someone, that dear person, he will not cheat his dearest one. He is not going to do that. Say someone is dear to me, so that person will not cheat me. Similarly, a person who is called as Guru, when he is dear to Krishna, he will not cheat Krishna. And what is the cheating I am talking about? Not repeating the instruction of Krishna, but giving one's own interpretations, giving one's own man-ghadan instructions. That is cheating. And such a Guru is called as cheat. Therefore, when can the Guru be called as, or a personality equivalent to that of God, or the personality who can receive the respect equivalent to God? When can we call a person like that? And the answer is when the Guru repeats the instructions. Only when the Guru repeats the instructions, in that particular situation, Guru is considered to be God. And we have heard this many times. Because he starts acting like a transparent via medium. Transparent via medium. Unfortunately, this particular Siddhanta of guru-tattva is not known to many people. They know one thing, that Guru is God. But they don't know when Guru is considered to be God. And therefore, unfortunately, we will see in so many so-called spiritual organizations, instead of having the form of the Lord or Patachitra of the Lord, they have the Patachitra of their Guru, photo of their Guru in the altar. Big photo. Big photo. It's hilarious sometimes to hear also that on the day of Janmashtami, instead of doing the Abhishekam of Archa Vigraha of Krishna, they do Abhishekam of the Guru. Can you imagine Guru having hair and then beard and milk is poured and curd is poured? Sometimes I worry that it gets stuck, here and there. But can you imagine that how much people are in ignorance because they don't know this funda altogether? Jhulan Utsav. I was hearing this in one class in Vrindavan, in some ashram. We have Radha Govinda Jhulan Utsav. But in that particular ashram, Radha Govinda was not there on Jhula. Guru was there on Jhula. He was there on the swing and people are swinging him and singing the bhajans which are sung for Radha and Krishna. Very, very unfortunate. Because they don't understand when the Guru is God and when he is not. When Vamanadev came to the sacrificial arena of Bali Maharaj, Vamanadev came as Vamana, Batu, dwarf. Very nice prasanga that is, very nice section. Where Vamanadev comes to Bali Maharaj, and everyone looking at Vamanadev, they could see the effulgence coming from the body of the Lord. After all, our Lord is naturally effulgent. Therefore, he is telling Arjun, Natad bhashayate suryo na shashanko na pavakah yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Hey Arjun, There is no need of sun, moon. And Prabhupada writes one more thing. Electricity. There is no need of sun, moon, electricity in the spiritual world. Why? It's naturally effulgent. Our Lord is naturally effulgent. And all His associates are also naturally effulgent. So, when the effulgent Lord came in the arena of Bali Maharaj, it is described, everyone stood up. Bali Maharaj also stood up. And they welcomed. And Bali Maharaj could understand he's a brahmana who has come. And brahmanas normally go to some rituals to beg alms because they know the Yajman will give something. And Bali Maharaj asked, ask whatever you want. Hey brahmana, ask whatever you want. And our Vamanadev, he very nicely said, I just want three paces of land, that's it. And Bali Maharaj said, size of your foot or size of the foot of these people? The demons were there behind and their foot was huge. So I will give you land, but 3 paces of land with the measurement of their foot, not your foot. And then our Vamanadev started speaking philosophy. He said, look, those people whose senses are not controlled, even if they get the entire universe, they will not be satisfied. So what's the point? Land covered by my foot or their foot hardly matters. So what I accept is 3 paces of land covered with the measurement of my foot. And Bali Maharaj thinking, oh, this boy is not understanding. And he says also, since you are not mature, Bali Maharaj says, since you are not mature, therefore you are asking like this. You don't have much knowledge about the worldly things, therefore you are asking like this. And Bali Maharaj said, okay, chalo, whatever you say, I'll give you. But before saying this, Bali Maharaj said that I am the king of all the 3 worlds. I was just thinking, Vamanadev might be thinking, acha vacha. All the 3 worlds, I am the king of all the 3 worlds. Therefore, anyone who comes to Bali to beg something, charity, shouldn't go to anyone else after coming to me. It shouldn't happen that you beg from me and you go to other person and say, वहाँ पूरा नहीं मिला मुझे, क्या आप बाकी दे सकते हैं? Therefore, Bali Maharaj was very keen on this. He said, you shouldn't go to anyone else. Therefore, I'm ready to give you whatever you want. But Vamanadev was like, I am satisfied with 3 paces of land. And immediately Bali Maharaj agreed, and at that time, Bali Maharaj picked up a water pot. Because whenever the charity was given in the past, so Vedic scriptures say, that you take a sankalpa, that I am going to give dana, charity to this person. And how do you take sankalpa? By pouring water in his hand. That I'll be giving you charity. In that mood. So he picked up the water pot. He was about to pour it in the hands of Vamanadev. At that time, Shukracharya, hey Bali, wait. I'll tell you something important. And then Shukracharya went and he started speaking to Bali Maharaj. Shukracharya, he told the entire thing that is going to take place now, after this particular point of time. He said, he is imperishable Vishnu. And he has come on behalf of Indra to take away all your wealth. And what is going to happen is, he told that also. By his feet, by steps, he is going to conquer the entire universe. Tell me, Bali, you are going to give him promise of 3 steps. Where will he keep his 3rd step? Therefore, I am telling you, since you are not able to give the entire thing that is promised, better don't give anything. I don't know which logic this is. If you cannot give what is asked, better don't give anything. In English, we say something is better than nothing. But Shukracharya was telling that nothing is better than something. So better you don't give anything. And Bali Maharaj heard this. And again, Shukracharya is not an ordinary person. He is a Pandit. He knows all the Shastra, especially the Dharma Shastras. And from that he started saying, if a person gives charity and loses his livelihood, then such a person is not considered to be intelligent. Therefore, Bali, I tell you that these are the 7 places where you can lie, where you can go against your own promise. And then he listed down 7 places. And I'm not going to tell you. And one of that was when someone is in danger. So, at that time, Bali Maharaj heard all this. And Bali Maharaj, who also knew Shastras, at that point of time, he rejected Shukracharya's instruction. And there, our Acharyas give a commentary where they say, rejecting the instruction of Guru means rejecting Guru. Therefore, we in general say Bali Maharaj rejected Guru. Actually, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is no shloka where it is said that Bali Maharaj rejected Guru. But Bali Maharaj humbly rejected the instruction of the Guru. Now, we might think, what is so great in that? I keep doing that every day. Yes. But there is something here to be noted. See, Shukracharya, what he did was, when there was the battle between the demi-devtas and the asuras, so Bali Maharaj was killed. He was dead. But Shukracharya knew some art by which he could bring back a dead person to life. So Shukracharya was the one who actually gave life to Bali Maharaj. He was dead. But Shukracharya gave life to Bali Maharaj, and now when someone gives you life, actually he gave life, you will be completely surrendered to that person for the entire life. Isn't it? Once one boy, he met with an accident and he was almost dead. But then he got back his life. And then he decided, now the second life that I've got is meant only for full-time service of Krishna. So parents came to talk to him, and parents understood he's joining Brahmachari ashram. So at that time parents asked, what are you doing? You come back, beta. And the boy is saying, Tumhara beta mar gaya. This is the second life that I've got, and this second life I'm not going to waste. This second life is meant for Krishna. Because when I was dying, I realized what is actually life all about. And now I'm completely realized this life is meant for Krishna. Because Krishna gave me life, so my life is for Krishna. Similarly, here Shukracharya gave life to Bali Maharaj. And therefore, Bali Maharaj's mood was, this life is meant for Shukracharya's service. But Bali Maharaj is very clear that surrender onto Guru exclusively, explicitly, rejecting the surrender of Krishna is not valid. He knew this very well. He knew very well Sarva Dharman Parityaja is meant only for Krishna, not for Guru. And when Guru is saying reject, so at that time Bali Maharaj, he rejected that personality who gave life to him. So it's a very big thing. Very big thing. Therefore here Bali Maharaj is teaching us a very important point. When should we worship the Guru equal to the Lord? When he is repeating the instructions of Krishna. If he is not repeating the instructions of the Lord, the disciple should be intelligent enough to reject that particular instruction. Very, very important. Just imagine if Bali Maharaj would have agreed to whatever Shukracharya said. Do you think Bali Maharaj's entire description in 8th canto would have been there? No. Since Bali Maharaj rejected the instruction of his Guru, he is glorified. Wow, he rejected instruction of his Guru. But entire Bhagavatam and all the Vedic scriptures talk about following the instruction of Guru. So this is the funda that is very clearly given. And when the devotees understand this clearly, their life becomes simple. Because they will not be perplexed when the Guru is speaking something against the Shastra, against the previous Acharyas. But for this, we need to study Shastra and we need to know what previous Acharyas have told. That's very important. So therefore, this point is very important, that what is the true instruction of a Guru? Because we are saying that when he repeats the instruction of Krishna, then he can be called or he can be given respect as that of Krishna. So what is that true instruction of a Guru? And Prabhupada says, Guru should say, surrender on to Krishna. That is the true instruction of Guru. I don't know how many of you heard this lecture where Srila Prabhupada says, Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Krishna is saying, surrender on to me. And we are also saying, surrender on to Krishna. Therefore, it is as it is. Prabhupada says in his lecture. Therefore, it is as it is. So, this is what the Guru does. He says, he instructs the disciple, surrender on to Krishna. And also another very important thing to note, what does a guru do by which the disciple becomes so indebted to the spiritual master? So much indebted to the spiritual master. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Brahmanda Brahmite Korn Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bij. So Guru, he sows the seed of devotional service in the heart of the disciple. Which brand that seed is? Which brand? How does he do that? Some heart surgery where he removes and sows a seed and maybe put some water and closes the heart? What is this sowing the seed in the heart? What is that? Okay, what does that mean? Yes. Many times people who don't know, they say that Guru glanced at me and he sowed the seed of devotional service in my heart. This is all sentimental and foolish. Many times the devotees want to go and stand in front of their Guru. Glance at me, glance at me. Are? Why you want the Guru to glance at you? No, so that the Bhakti Lata Bij can be sown in my heart. Prabhupada gives the understanding of what is Bija. The Bhakti Lata Bij means the rules, regulations and the instructions that the Guru gives to the disciple. That is Bhakti Lata Bij. The training that the Guru gives to the disciple, that is Bhakti Lata Bij. So why a disciple is indebted to Guru? Not because he glanced on the disciple. Not because he gave some tulsi beads to him. Not because he gave some name. He changed his name. The disciple is indebted to the Guru because the Guru has given training to the disciple to get closer to Krishna. Therefore, entire life, the disciple, he becomes very much indebted to the Guru. And always he keeps looking at how can I serve my Guru because he has done so much for me. What is that so much? Training. Prabhupada is saying this. The training that the Guru gave to the disciple. And what is the training all about? To get closer to Krishna. That's the training. Therefore, any Guru who does not give this training and he says, don't surrender unto Krishna, so that Guru is not a Guru. He is a Guru, the cow, or an animal. Yes? This is Brahmanda Brahmite Korna. He makes us qualified to enter into the Nitya Leela of the Lord. He makes us qualified to attain eternal service of Krishna. If a Guru is not instructing the disciple to get closer to Krishna, what sort of Guru he is? If the Guru is not sowing the desire in the heart of the disciple to attain Krishna, what sort of Guru he is? Therefore, all of us, we are eternally indebted to our spiritual masters and Srila Prabhupada and the Acharyas. You know why? Because they have sown the seed of desire. And what is that desire? To attain the eternal service of Krishna in one life. They have sown that seed. And how to do that? That training also they gave us. Therefore, we are indebted to them. And any instruction of the Guru which helps us to get closer to Krishna, that has to be taken as life and soul. But that instruction which doesn't take us closer to Krishna, humbly we can reject. Humbly not follow. Yes. But this is not spoken much because anyways disciples don't follow any instruction. So not much is spoken on this point. Yes. But still those devotees who have now spent enough time in Krishna consciousness, practicing bhakti from years together, they should know this thing very clearly. Because many times has taken place that in Iskcon especially we have this very important point. Guru should repeat what Krishna has told and what Prabhupada has told. That's one more added point for us. Unfortunately, many times when devotees have not understood this, unfortunately, they have left Iskcon and they went behind the Guru and Guru went behind some lady and done. Now where will that person go? So anyways, this was a tangent, but we should know this very, very important point. We see this in the case of South Indian Brahmana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his South Indian tour, he went to Sri Rangam and there he saw a Brahmana who was reciting Bhagavad Gita. Very beautiful section. Ashtadasha dhyaya pade ananda aveshe ashuddha pade na loka kare upahase. He was reading Bhagavad Gita, he was chanting the shlokas of Gita but not properly. His pronunciation was not proper. And therefore, all the people around, they were laughing because all of them, they knew pronunciation. And this person didn't knew. All of them, they were laughing. But still, this person was very happy, crying tears. He was relishing the reading of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Sometimes I've heard some speakers say, this Brahmana, he was holding the book upside down and he was not knowing how to read and all that. But Chaitanya Charitamrita says that only his pronunciation was not proper. He knew how to read. So, he was reading and he was relishing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so attracted to this Brahmana because their lordships are attracted to that person who is rendering pure devotional service. And only through pure devotional service one can feel ecstasy. And this Brahmana was in ecstasy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was attracted towards this Brahmana. And Mahaprabhu went and Mahaprabhu asked, Mahaprabhu puchila tare, shuna mahashay, kona artha jani tumar eta shuka hoy. He's asking, hey Brahmana, Mahashay, what is that meaning that you're understanding from this book that you're feeling so much of ananda, so much of happiness? In the first place, why are you reading? Tell me that, because you're not able to read properly. And that time he says, Vipra kahe murkha ami, shabdhartha na jani, shuddha shuddha Gita pade guru agya mani. I'm reading because my Gurudev has told me every day without fail, go to temple, Sri Rangam, main temple. Sit there and read, recite Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I cannot say as it is because it was not there at that time. Read Bhagavad Gita, study Bhagavad Gita, recite Bhagavad Gita. When I was reading this section, one of my favorite sections, one thing which dawned upon me was that he was not studying it properly, he was not reciting it properly, but since he was following the instruction of the Guru, which is bona fide. Why is it bona fide? Because it's one of the 64 angas of bhakti. By the way, this also we should know, Guru will always give us instructions which aligns with 64 angas of bhakti. Now if someone does not know what are the 64 angas, then it's a problem. But this recitation of Srimad Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam or Shastra in general is one of the angas of bhakti. 64 angas of bhakti. And since this devotee was following the instruction as it is, look at this. He attained such a great height of devotional service where he understood that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is Bhakta Vatsal. And how that Supreme Personality of Godhead is driving the chariot of his own devotee and he is crying in ecstasy, thinking about this, how great my Lord is, how great my Lord is. See, one thing is to hear Lord is great. And another thing is to feel that actually Lord is great. They're two different things altogether. One is intellectual titillation. With so many shlokas we establish that yes, Krishna is supreme, he is great. Another one is to actually from within that yes, Lord is so great. And therefore when we understand the greatness of the Lord, we can relish the sweetness of the Lord. And this Brahmana was relishing the sweetness of the Lord. Where he was saying, oh my Lord, he is driving the chariot of his own devotee, so great. And another mercy that he received was, just one instruction he was following, one instruction, which was in line with Shastra. And therefore he was advancing. And the next wonderful thing that took place was, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was talking to him, and when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced this Vipra fell at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was crying, and at that time he said, I have realized this fact that you are Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna himself. Many times we give seminars with so many shlokas and references at how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And people are sitting, they're not able to accept. And this Brahmana was not reading those references. He was reading Gita because that was the Agya of the Guru. And he had so much of mercy of the Lord and the Guru that he was able to accept Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna himself at the first go. This is mercy, this is real mercy. By the way, just a tangent. We all are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. If we don't know, I am telling. All of us, we have got connected to this glorious parampara of Gaudiya Vaishnavism or Gaudiya Vaishnav parampara. And being a Gaudiya Vaishnava, if wholeheartedly we are not able to accept that Gauranga is Krishna himself, oh, that's pathetic. That's pathetic, yes. Therefore, all the devotees who have subscribed now to this parampara, who are following this parampara, or seemingly, we are following this parampara, we have to wholeheartedly now accept Gauranga to be Krishna himself. Many times I have met devotees in Iskcon who have spent good time in Iskcon practicing bhakti, but still they have that hesitation to accept Gauranga as Krishna himself. And those devotees are able to accept, congratulations. You have mercy of the entire parampara. Because it's a very big thing. Very big thing to accept Gauranga as Krishna himself. First, the big thing is to accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. That itself many people don't. Then the next big thing is to accept Gauranga as Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's the next big thing. And someone can do that, if someone has done it wholeheartedly, oh, that devotee is very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. And if you feel you are in that category, yes, you are very fortunate. And therefore I always say that this is the mercy. This is the reciprocation of the Lord for our sincere devotional service that we are rendering. Lord need not personally come and show His beautiful form to us at the first go. We are not qualified for it. And we shouldn't expect also. But this fact that we are able to accept Gauranga as Krishna himself, this shows that we have received the mercy of the Lord. This is the reciprocation. This is the wonderful reciprocation. And look at him. This particular devotee, at the first go he was able to accept that Gauranga is Krishna himself. Why? He was following the instruction of his spiritual master very, very carefully. And that one instruction was in line with the Shastra, one of the 64 Angas of Bhakti. Therefore, we understand very clearly that instructions are bona fide when the instructions align with the Shastra and the previous Acharyas. Therefore, that Guru is very, very important in our life because he helps us to get closer to Krishna. And in our life, we are not been told, sit in the temple and recite Gita every day. Obviously, there are other instructions. But one common instruction that we'll find in Iskcon, given by all the spiritual masters, following in the footsteps of Prabhupada, is every day without fail chant minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And it's very funny that devotees, while chanting Hare Krishna, they remember various different services. They're chanting and then maybe I have to go and preach in that area, preach in this area, distribute these books. Maybe for that particular devotee, I should do this particular thing so that he advances in bhakti. Arey bhai, tu apna advancement dekh pehle. You follow the instruction that is given. And it's actually a very, very important point. Again and again, we're supposed to remind ourselves that at the time of initiation, one solid instruction that is given to me is that chant 16 rounds, minimum 16 rounds every day, and attentive words should be added to it. And if a devotee is able to do that, yes, he is following the instruction of the Guru nightly, the way the South Indian Brahmana was following. And the way the South Indian Brahmana, he got closer to Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with that one instruction. This one instruction of minimum 16 rounds, if done properly, attentively, this one instruction has all the power to take us closer to Krishna. One instruction, one instruction. This one instruction is enough. Therefore, we see in the past, Srila Prabhupada's disciples, they took the words of Srila Prabhupada so seriously as their life and soul, that they were able to transcend their current fallen state and come to a very, very pure state, to an extent that they themselves became spiritual masters to deliver others. Very big thing, very big thing. Therefore, whenever we take this instruction given by the Guru, which is in line with Shastra, very seriously as our life and soul, please remember and always remind yourself that this one instruction is enough to take me closer to Krishna and attain perfection of human form. We can easily learn from this pastime. Okay, going back to Diti's pastime. So it all began with Diti was worshipping her husband as God. So there, it all began from there. And Kashyapa Muni was very happy. And Kashyapa Muni, he did the same mistake what Dashrath Maharaj did. Dashrath Maharaj told Kaikeyi, ask whatever you want, I'll fulfill. Same thing, maybe Kashyapa Muni didn't read Ramayana, looks like. Kashyapa Muni also said the same thing. Ask whatever you want. And at that time, Diti said, "Oh, my dear husband, because of that Indra, Supreme Lord Vishnu has killed my two sons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. So I beg and pray to you, please award me a son who will kill Indra." And Kashyapa Muni started thinking, maybe it will come now in the future verses. Kashyapa Muni started thinking, oh ho, this lady, I gave her one of the classes yesterday only. We were discussing about 81 categories of devotional service. We'll publish it soon. Very technical, very nice. When I read Naradiya Puran, I was very happy. Oh, such a wonderful categorization. So, there is bhakti in three modes: ignorance, passion, and goodness. And in ignorance also we have three categories: adhama, madhyama, uttama. So adhama tamasi bhakti, madhyama tamasi bhakti, uttama tamasi bhakti. Like that, same for rajasi bhakti and satviki bhakti. So 9. And then there are Navavida bhakti. So Prabhupada says 9 multiplied by 9, 81. So I can do chanting, kirtanam or shravanam in all the 9 ways. Adhama tamasi bhakti chanting, madhyama tamasi bhakti chanting. Yes. So I can do. So Prabhupada says, therefore 9 multiplied by 9 is 81. Therefore we have got 81 categories of devotional service. And the one which is beyond 3 modes is Shuddha Bhakti. Uttama Bhakti, that's called as. So what Diti was doing is, now Kashyapa Muni will tell Diti that he will give bona fide instruction, because Diti is worshipping him as Supreme Lord. So he gives bona fide instruction. And he says, you do this Vaishnava Vrata. And he gives a Vaishnava Vrata to be done for so and so number of days. And he says, just by doing this, you will get whatever you are desiring. Now see, Guru is giving an instruction to get closer to Krishna. But the problem is, the instruction now is bona fide in line with Shastra, but the mood of the disciple becomes the problem. Because what was the mood of Diti? I will do this vrata to beget a son who will kill Indra. And this is the example of adhama tamasi bhakti, where the devotee is doing bhakti with a desire to kill someone or take revenge from someone or teach a lesson to someone. I'll do nice bhakti, and when Lord is pleased with me, I'll ask him, kill this devotee, remove this devotee from the association, or whatever. Look at this. Diti wanted to kill a devotee. Indra is a devotee, no? Diti wanted to kill Diti is also a devotee, because Kashyapa is a devotee. Diti wanted to kill another devotee, and therefore she is doing a vrata. How's that? This is called as adhama tamasi bhakti. In this way, another important point that we can understand here is that Guru is giving a bona fide instruction, but while executing the instruction, the mood of the disciple also matters a lot. What is the mood of the disciple? Is the mood of the disciple to take revenge from someone? Or to be angry, envious of someone? This comes in mode of ignorance. Or is the mood of the disciple to become famous, get some money in return or whatever? Or is the mood of the disciple to attain Vaikuntha planets so that he can be there nicely with the Lord and enjoy opulence of Vaikuntha? Or is the disciple interested in only one thing, that is to serve the Lord for Lord's pleasure? So what is the mood of the disciple? Based on that, disciple's advancement will be decided. Kashyapa gave a bona fide instruction, but Diti's mood was not proper. Therefore, we cannot call that as pure devotional service, but that comes in lowest category of bhakti called adhama tamasi bhakti. Therefore, we need to analyze what is our mood, and if we really want to attain Krishna this very life, we have to come to the platform of uttama bhakti, beyond 3 modes. And when we are doing this bhakti at this level, where the mood is only one, I want to please Krishna only, I don't have any other desire, then such a devotee will be able to advance in Krishna consciousness. And it's just a matter of time where he'll be able to take darshan of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan. Thank you very much. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions anyone wants to ask? Okay, so Prabhu's question is that you explained all these different things, but now when it comes to us in Iskcon, our spiritual master is far away. Obviously, the instructions are there, but how to build that relationship, how to feel that relationship with the Guru. Yes. See, even in the Vedic times, it's not just in Iskcon. Even in the Vedic times, I'll give you an example. Chaitanya Charitamrita, pastime of Mrigari. So Narad Muni, he saw Mrigari's very abominable situation, and he initiated Mrigari to chant Hare Krishna. He said, sow the Tulsi plant, sit in front of Tulsi and chant. And Narad Muni left. And that pastime says that after a long time, Narad Muni comes back to the same place with his friend Parvat Muni. So in that pastime also it becomes very clear that even in the Vedic times, Guru was not there always with the disciple. So it's not just an Iskcon. This has to be clear. So Narad Muni gave instruction, he went, and now he came back for follow-up. Is my disciple doing his, following the instructions or not? So similar is our case. See, the problem that takes place is, initially when we are taking initiation, instead of taking initiation on the basis of the spiritual credibility of the devotee, the Guru I mean, we take initiation because of whatever, maybe YouTube subscribers or followers or what other people around are saying, how many people are his disciples, etc., etc. So therefore, the procedure is very clear. We are supposed to hear, and then when we are able to connect with them, we are able to understand them, then we can always take initiation from them. And when we take initiation, so when we start following the instruction, one instruction also, we'll be able to see that we'll be able to connect with the Guru by Guru's mercy. Therefore, first, anyways, now we are already initiated, so we'll not be talking about we should hear lecture and then take initiation. But now when you're already initiated and say we have not done that before, say, by chance, not heard the spiritual master properly or whatever. But now also it's not very, it's not that the time has passed. We have to hear the lectures properly, and from that you take any instruction and execute that instruction, and you will see that's so powerful. It is so powerful that one instruction can make us feel very, very close to the Guru. Very, very close to the Guru. Yes. Therefore, this point is very, very important, that if the Guru is very far and we're not able to feel that connection with the Guru, then we have to hear him and execute one instruction. Forcefully you execute. Mind will not listen, but we should execute it. And we'll see mercy flows and we'll be able to get closer to him. Because it's more of a relationship within. Obviously now it's become a fashion where we put our Guru's photo on the DP and then the status and all that. But our acharyas make it very clear that what things have to be kept secret. Guru's name has to be kept secret. You just don't put openly anywhere and everywhere. Therefore mature devotees don't speak about their own Guru much. Yes. And where is the question of putting them on the status and here and there? So Guru's name is kept secret. The mantra that is given by Guru is kept secret. I'm talking about the second initiation mantra. Hare Krishna mantra is universal. The beads are secret, therefore we keep it in the bead bag. We don't show it to everyone. Yes. So these are secret. And another very important thing is, another important secret is our relationship with the Guru. That's very confidential. We keep it very, very confidential. And how do we relish that confidential relationship? When we execute the instruction of the Guru, and then when we come in front of the Patachitra of the Guru and we offer that offering, Guru Maharaj, I tried my best to serve you. This is the offering. So when we do this regularly, it actually helps a lot. Personally, I do, because even my spiritual master is very far. So we keep his photo, we offer flowers to him every day, and we begin pray to him that so and so thing I'm trying to execute. I need your mercy, and give the report. Yeah. So from your side, that's a confidential relationship. Not everyone will know that, but we should have that confidential relationship and relish it. With time, we'll be able to relish. We'll be able to feel the connection. And also another thing, when we get up early in the morning, the first obeisance that we pay is to Guru. So are we doing that as a question? Yes. We have to chant the pranam mantra of Guru and we should pay obeisance to Guru on the bed itself, thinking that his lotus feet is there on the pillow. Yes. While going to sleep, the last obeisance of the day, we pay obeisance to Guru and then we go to sleep. So in this way, when multiple times when we are associating with Guru Maharaj, by chanting his pranam mantra, because pranam mantra invokes the presence of the personality, then we feel that connection. With time we'll feel. What do you say? Yes, you can try doing it. Yeah. Hare Krishna. How can you help them to become devotees? Oh, that's same principles. Give them prasad, make them chant Hare Krishna, get them to the temple. Oh, they're eating prasad for a long time? Looks like it's not prasad then. Yeah. See, the thing is that not everyone has enough sukruti to directly come to devotional service. Some people take a long time. From my own preaching experience, I can say this. Some people actually take a long time. There was one devotee, whom I know. He took 4 years to come to 4 rounds. And then he picked up very fast. Then he came to 16 rounds very quickly. 4 years for 4 rounds. I was behind that devotee. Yes. Giving up non-veg and all quickly he did. But chanting was very difficult for him. So, sometimes preachers have to be very patient. Very patient. And just allow the person to get enough sukruti. And with time, by Lord's mercy, things will manifest. Yes. So keep feeding them prasad. I don't think they've eaten sufficient, looks like. So give them more sufficient prasad. Take Rajbhog and all that from the temple and feed them. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Granth